welcome to episode 56 of Unqualified Game Chat. I'm your host, Azario Lopez, and with me today is he growing out a beard, Spencer Legacy?
Oh, am I?
I think he is. I
I shaved it kind of recently.
Gets an internship for 1 week and decides to just say, fuck it, I'll grow out a beard. It's not like I have to go to school or anything.
Listen, I didn't even notice. And I was not aware that we were going to start this with an attack on me.
Well, you would
I
think
shaved this yesterday so I don't look like a neck beard.
You would think 56 episodes into this, you would know you're going to get attacked.
I'm going to get attacked. I just got to be ready.
I think people should know that I am a pretty sassy boy.
Yeah, anyone who follows the Twitter or the YouTube has to know that at this point.
I think I aspire to be a Sour Patch Kid. First he's sour, and then he's sweet, you know?
Oh, okay.
You know, like
yeah.
Sure I'll call you a bitch every now and then. But
you do. Call me bitch. Whoa.
I should have said call me comma bitch.
Call me good friend Spencer.
But I said call me bitch.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa.
So maybe you should call. Maybe I was saying you call me a bitch.
I would never.
Well,
I would never say such a rude and crass thing.
Yeah, I had to talk to Spencer on the phone, so I said call me, and I thought it would be funny to put bitch at the end of it. And
you called me an ass yesterday.
You were being an ass, though.
No, I wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Funny, though.
Hey, where are you from in Canada?
I'm about an hour out from Toronto.
Oh, okay. So we'll get into this, but I was at GDC for a week, and I met
You doxed me.
I met a few Canadians, and I was like, I'm just gonna assume he's from everywhere in Canada.
Yeah, we all know each other.
So every time someone said they're from Quebec or Montreal or Toronto, I was like, yeah, I have a writer there that lives like an hour away or something.
In Canada, you're always an hour from everywhere.
That's how it was. It created great talking points.
I'm glad I could even not there in person. I could serve as a wingman to conversations.
Gorgeous man, gorgeous Canadian boy in the flesh.
That's me.
Whether he's there or not.
It's true.
It's getting hotter where I'm from. In the middle of California.
It's kind of warm here too.
Yeah, no more.
The snow's melting a bit.
I've been doing a lot of soul searching.
Wow.
And that came out a big old waste of time.
Oh, he couldn't find the soul.
Nope. But we move on, Mr. Legacy. We move on.
Where did that come from? I've been soul searching, and that's it.
I just wanted to let everyone know. Life finds a way.
Life finds a way.
I was I'm extremely tired right now. Last night I decided to go out schmooze at a few GDC parties, and the problem with GDC this year is that a lot of the developers are all I guess I'll get into that later. We'll get into GDC talk after I say that this podcast is recorded every week and posted to podcast services Thursdays. On Thursdays? Well, that's a surprise.
This is roll the die.
Whenever I'm least lazy. At least on this podcast. At least on this podcast, unlike the what's that other one called? Pixels? The Stray Pixels. Unlike that group of clowns. We take care of our audio. But last week I did accidentally cut off the end.
Yeah, I was gonna say
the end
what a
of
bad week to make that joke.
The end of the
episode where I'm like, I think boom,
but can we just say that was the end? Like
that was pretty much the end.
Yeah, so right after you said that, like it did, we were like, okay, bye. Like it was that ending with us cutting it out like that was probably way better than the original ending.
Someone asked me about it on Twitter. I think it was Lozzie, and he's like, "Why did it end randomly?" I was like, "That's our bad boy edge. You never know when it's gonna end."
Yeah, Zaro said something he wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, it was funny.
But I ended up leaving San Francisco at like 12:30 a.m. driving home.
Wait, really? I thought you left like this morning.
No, sir.
Oh my God.
So I drove home at 12:30 a.m. It's a 3-hour drive. And 2 hours into it, I was getting a little sleepy. And so I pulled over and I took an hour and a half nap. And
responsible choice.
You know, when I'm that tired in a car, I could sleep pretty hard and wake myself up decently. And then I got back on the road and I drove.
That's good.
Made it back home, woke up and started writing, and then took a little nappy.
Nice.
And then now I'm here. Coherent.
Yeah, very coherent.
Alive.
Also that.
Healthy.
Yeah, healthier than me. So I'm not going to call you unhealthy.
GDC was a strange show. There wasn't that many people. But I was able to see some cool indie games and some interesting meet some interesting developers. But honestly, dude, NFTs.
Yeah, apparently they were everywhere.
NFTs are everywhere.
I thought they were dying now.
And I think my new favorite thing about these indie NFT developers, is making them explain what an NFT is to me. And they're always a different explanation. And then asking them to explain it to me without it sounding like a scam. Like re-explain it to me, but not sound like a scam. And they get pretty upset. You would be surprised how many people are out there trying to get your money. I think one person pitched their game Animal Crossing with NFTs.
Oh, that's what Animal Crossing needed.
And I was like,
NFTs.
well, what came first, the NFTs in your game or Animal Crossing influence? I was like, do you have any screenshots or anything? No. And I was like, oh, okay. So did you get an NFT and build a game around it, or did you have a game and build an NFT around it? I was like, how big is your studio? It's like 52 people. I was like, dude, I know people who make amazing video games and they have like 5 people on staff.
52 and you don't have a screenshot? Why be at GDC?
Because I believe that all of the people there are there for the NFT panels.
Oh, okay.
You can never know too much about NFTs.
I guess not. I mean,
I tried to justify it too. Like, I don't know, maybe I buy a game, an expensive video game that I don't play right away. But I still think that physically owning something.
Yeah, you still have something of value.
Is a lot different than owning a
receipt for a picture.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm not about this NFT life. And it seems like at least there's a small subset of small developers who are taking
to get rich quick.
And I was like, well, the AAA companies are going to get there first.
Ubisoft
already doing it. And I mean, they have the backing of the Linkin Park singer. So
that's weird.
Yeah. He's like all about having guns be NFTs and JPEGs and stuff.
I like that one Twitter interaction where the Crush 40 guy was like, should we make NFTs? And everyone was like, no. And he was like, okay, cool. We won't. Thanks. I was like, oh, nice. That's cool.
I love that now. Like, okay, so there's always something that developers have to come out and say they're not going to do. We don't censor our games. We include people of color in our development team. They have Black Lives Matter. There's always like these talking points and now the talking point for this time is we won't have NFTs, and everyone like celebrates like, yeah,
it's
but
just bizarre that NFTs got that big.
Yeah.
Like that they have to make a stay, like compare, like I get other things like, oh, a huge social movement is happening.
Exactly.
So a company wants to comment on it. Okay.
So that makes sense.
But then, monkey pictures.
And now they have to like
monkey NFTs, and they're like, we're not doing that.
I thought we made video games. I thought whatever. It's an interesting thing. But as far as GDC, I honestly just went to tell people that Noisy Pixel is still alive, still kicking. It hasn't been around for 2 years. It's been canceled the past 2 years. So reconnecting with these people and getting our name on the list and just having our name kind of on there, it actually does a lot. You know, it lets them know we won't have a big team at PAX East this year, but we will be there in some capacity. I'm not going to be there. I think I'm putting all my cards right now into Anime Expo and PAX West.
Yeah, I think that's what most people are doing.
And hopefully, now don't hold this against me, Spencer, but PAX West, Unqualified Game Chat panel.
Ooh, that'd be fun. I'd be down for that.
Let us know how you
come to America for the first time in almost 3 years. See the Americans I know. That'd be nice.
Do a fun little panel. the 10 listeners in the crowd.
The 10 listeners. I say Justin Anime. You look just like the anime picture.
Todd B, is that you?
Todd B.
You're
kissing someone just like in your picture.
It's not a lie.
It's not a lie. It's real.
I'm hoping to do a panel. I have some cool ideas that we can do. What else do we got coming up? We have some stuff coming up in April too, that I don't want to talk about because I don't want it to weigh on me.
The Noisy Pixel NFT.
It's a Noisy Pixel NFT.
Yeah.
Get ready, bitches. You want to own this logo? You're gonna have to pay top dollar. If there was an NFT, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if what NFT would they have to create for you to want to buy it?
None. I can just Google image things I like.
Oh.
Yeah. Why would I buy an NFT?
Sometimes I buy bathing suit DLC and I don't play the game.
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
I'll start the game and I'll be like, oh, there's bathing suit DLC, and I'll buy it. And they're like,
addiction, sir.
They're like, it doesn't unlock until chapter 3 or something. And I'll be like, fuck, I'm never gonna get to chapter 3.
You have an addiction, sir. You need to speak to your pastor.
I think I should start a sub feature of me rating bathing suit DLC in games.
That would go over in a fascinating way. That'd be I know that would pull numbers.
There's for guys and girls alike.
Yeah.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 would definitely be up at the top of
people want a cool little insider Noisy Pixel fact. I noticed after my first bunch of news posts didn't get clicks that I got to pick pictures with the female characters. And that works really well. So
yep.
If all the news pieces have pictures of the female main character or side character, it's because people click on it more.
We have a clientele, and that clientele's hungry for the waifus. I knew this, but it took Spencer a little while to know this. Sometimes the featured images aren't good, but never from me. I always choose the right ones.
That was really humble of you. Sometimes everyone else fucks up.
Yeah, I've been known to think of myself as humble.
That's what makes you humble. Too. Yeah, that's the most humble thing there is.
I feel like I'm the most humble person around. So
I don't want to brag, but I'm really fucking humble, dude. Like maybe the most humble there is. it's no big deal.
I want to get to the point where people are like, the way that they hit on guys or girls is they start the conversation off with, "Hey, do you want to see my NFTs?
Hey,
you want to see my Bitcoin
monkey?
My Bitcoin wallet?
Do you want to see my NFT of a monkey from Rick and Morty with a cool nose ring and bloodshot eyes?" Because I paid $14,000 for it.
My favorite interaction was these three starting, but then two mostly nerdy guys arguing over which is better, Bitcoin or Ethereum.
Nerds.
Oh my God, dude.
Holy
it was
moly.
And I was just like so like invested in who was gonna win, and no one actually won. They ended up being like a passive aggressive little exchange. Really
and
funny.
like the like in the South Park Time Machine episode when they're like, there's 72 episodes of Star Trek. No, there's 73, and then they stop being friends because of that. Is that what happened?
I doubt they were ever friends. They
didn't know each other?
No. At GDC, you kind of just sit at tables and say, "Hey," and then everyone passes their business card around, and then
two people who didn't know each other got in a fight about that.
It started off as 3, one left.
One left. He said, "None of these guys get it."
Yeah, he wasn't having it.
That guy. I think that guy won.
Yeah, I think the real winner was that first guy.
Was not the play.
I was just sitting there supporting cast member.
Azario was ready to jump on the winning team side to be like, yeah, I feel the same way about Bitcoin. Yeah. Oh, Ethereum? Ethereum.
I don't even know what those are, guys.
I love Ethereum.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, because Ethereum has this blah, 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 blah. And then the guy's like, yeah, but Bitcoin is going up. And then I was just like, guys.
Dude, I thought this was game developers conference.
I know.
We're going to talk about Mario.
Can we talk about something cool like
Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin? Yeah.
Yeah, like the conclusion.
It's about time we talked about that.
like the ending of Stranger of Paradise.
Don't spoil it. I'm not there yet.
You know, that's a terrible name too. I think I think
that game is the most fascinating thing to come out.
I mean, it'll make sense. It'll make sense, but I mean, it already does. I mean, you're Stranger in Paradise.
I got the trucker hat with it too.
Like a physical trucker hat?
Yeah, you commented on the picture. You told me I looked stupid.
I tried to block it out of my head.
This is what he does. He says things like so fucking stupid, and then he forgets.
But then he says sweet things like, I'm looking really beautiful today. And I don't know.
I just don't know what to think. He says, wow, you're doing a great job week 2. Oh, cool. Thank you. Oh.
Then he calls me an ass.
Then he calls me a bitch.
I say I'm getting him ready for the real world.
Which I think I'm already in the real world. 25.
I'm 25. I'm 32.
Oh, GG.
GG. I don't want to be 32.
That sucks.
What was this episode supposed to be about?
GDC.
GDC sucked.
It was better than the one PAX you went to like last year that there was no one there.
It's better. Yeah, it's better than the last Stray Pixels podcast episode.
Oh my God. Those poor lads, they're trying their best.
I think I just get jealous when people like them more than they like us.
But you guys would never leave us, right?
Right.
What
Regardless.
I'm saying is the day Stray Pixels gets more views, this is canceled. So
yeah. So
maybe AutoClick or
just have an AP set up an API that
just saying.
So are you playing anything that you want to talk about?
I'm playing Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin.
I was playing GhostWire Tokyo, but
I might be playing that next.
Okay, cool.
But I'm almost done Stranger of Paradise. I'm like 3/4 or 2/3 done. And everything about it baffles and entrances me. I go, this is so strange. This is so bizarre. these choices are very peculiar, but I can't stop. I can't tell if it's the dumbest game ever made or the most avant-garde game ever made. Because like it's like when you watch like Twin Peaks The Return and there's like a 15-minute, it's not that long, but the guy sweeping.
Yeah.
And you're like, is this brilliant or am I stupid? This whole game is the sweeping scene.
That's all David Lynch.
Stupid shit. And I'll be like,
who's the scenario writer on this game?
Is it Nomura?
No, he's like a character designer. He wasn't scenario writer.
Oh, let me see. I thought he was scenario. So I saw someone say that, but
oh, maybe I'm wrong. Could I?
Stranger in Paradise scenario writer. The script writer is Kazushige Nojima.
Who is he? What's he credited for?
Let's find out.
Go to his Moby Games.
His fucking Moby Games.
Go to his Moby Games.
Wikipedia.
Don't go to that.
I don't know that. He wrote several installments of Final Fantasy, including 7, and Advent Children and Crisis Core.
Oh, he's in. Best
8,
game.
And 10.
Best game.
And 10-2. And some of the Kingdom Hearts series. And the Glory of Heracles series. And the story to Subspace Emissary and Brawl. And he wrote the lyrics to Liberi Fatale. And Suteki Dene and the Hymn of the... This dude's... Why have I never heard of this dude? He's done everything.
Okay, so if you were thinking, was it it's the worst
genius.
game? He's genius. He's a genius. He's a genius. Yeah. Someone doesn't do all that and leave.
You don't make all those movies like that's like if David Lynch made all his movies and then he made like that recent Pinocchio one where he's like, Father, I need to go live my own life.
Yeah.
So like that, it has to be genius.
Father, I need to
when
live.
Can I go out on my own?
I watched that scene.
This is like an Italian movie, and you're not dubbing it properly because the mouths aren't matching. Second, you got Pauly Shore be Pinocchio.
Was he really? Is that really Pauly Shore?
I'm pretty sure it's him.
Okay, Google that, please.
Okay.
This is a great episode.
It is.
Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore plays Pinocchio himself in Pinocchio: A True Story.
Dad, he's like, going to live my life.
Can I go out on my own? And then Tom Kenny, SpongeBob, is like, Pinocchio.
This is the worst.
It's bizarre.
Oh, someone needs to put food on the table.
Oh yeah, no. I'm just saying, if that was made by David Lynch, I'd be like, okay, I'm missing something.
Yeah,
Pinocchio.
Yeah, there's a meta here. There's something read between the lines.
So I guess it is a brilliant game. I mean, the gameplay is incredibly fun. Jobs and switching between them and leveling them up is addictive.
People really hate that you can't play other characters.
That's weird.
But no one really cared when you couldn't do that in Final Fantasy 15.
Like a lot of Final Fantasies, you can't be other characters. Like they're not like you can tell them what to do in battle, but you can kind of do that where you can make them be more aggro.
You know what I always liked the system in Tales of series. I always liked that how you could fine tune like whether they heal or how much they do this. I always like made it one extreme or the other. Mm-hmm. But I mean the options are there. Not knowing how well it's working or not. I liked that option to control your teammates without actually controlling them.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I like the similar Final Fantasy 12's Gambit system where you could just be like, if HP reaches this, do this. If this, then this. Then that was the ideal way for a faster paced Final Fantasy to have some form of control, I think.
And it's, I mean, you're telling the story of this one guy, right? Like,
yeah, this is very clearly Jack's story, so it makes sense that it's focused on Jack.
Yeah,
I'm excited for the ending because people keep saying the ending is amazing, and I have no idea how the ending is going to tie this shit together, but I'm excited for it. So, yeah. I'm having fun. You should be out Friday on Monster Vine.
It's already out on Noisy Pixel.
Well, sometimes you gotta let something cook a bit longer.
Yeah, okay.
So it's you can't compare. You can't compare. An all-day roast turkey at Thanksgiving to delicious spaghetti. I got lost along the way, but I meant something when I said that.
I've been playing GhostWire Tokyo.
I narrated that review.
And again, the ending,
Jujutsu Kaisen the game.
The ending of this game, I don't know. There's a few. It's like divisive between like
scores are like everywhere from like 6 to 9.
Yeah, I think the scores are divisive because open world burnout might be a thing, but for people who enjoy like horror adventure games, there's not much out there in the AAA scene.
And Japan's like supernatural stories are like second to none. Like their myths and like folklore, they have really like cool, crazy. Like that's one of the reasons I really liked Yokai Watch was their like creatures of like mythology and stuff are so varied and interesting that like it's also the open world like horror combined with that is cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's I loved for this game. I loved the natural progression of enemy designs. They never got boring. The open world wasn't too intimidating. You might have to replay it to find more souls because they want you to get like 500,000 souls or some shit. Really liked the ending. I really liked the ending. And how long it takes to get there, 20 hours, 30 hours, it's up to you. Yeah, there's a lot to do in this game.
That's cool.
And you could pass it up if you want, but you'll be passing up some really cool dungeons because the side quests take you to inside buildings and stuff like that. And they're all pretty unique. They're all pretty unique. But besides that, it's a 9 out of 10 for me. And I know that reviews will vary because I think Western audiences want like, what is that stupid Bethesda game? There's this it's like D something. I don't know. There's two of them.
Dishonored. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Dishonored's neat.
I'm sure they want Dishonored, right? Mm-hmm. But you're getting like this like yokai world. I just thought it was so cool.
I can't wait to play it. It's been on my ever since that first teaser at in-person E3 long ago. I was like, this looks neat. And then now it's here, and it still looks neat. So,
yeah. So I'm excited I'm excited for more people to play it, but I was excited to review it too. I'm also working on a few other games that are coming out next week. I didn't want to, but there's a ton of shit that's coming out next week. So I think everybody's working on something right now, and we are spread hella thin.
Yeah. We are.
But that's okay.
Yeah, that's the life.
It's not like we have lives.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like we have friends.
Who needs those?
Nobody.
Nobody.
That said, wrap it up.
Wrap it up like leftovers at a restaurant.
Yeah. Put it all in one burrito.
Yeah. Put it in a doggy bag, please.
Yeah. Have a good week.
Have a good week, everyone.
We'll see you later.
Bye.
Noisy Pixel.